I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, we take a look at this Titan ball club entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They'll have a former Heisman Trophy winner calling the shots, hailing from the island of Oahu in Hawaii, Marcus Mariota.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. And we roll now on the graphics for the offensive starters.
Let's take a look at the left tackle, Taylor Lewan. A big, gregarious guy with great athletic ability. Plays the game with a little bit of an edge. In fact, he doesn't play to the whistle. He plays to the echo of the whistle.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. As far as defensive starters go, here they are for Indianapolis. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Mariota. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with a football. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Here's the offense, and if you're the defense, Charles, You really have to focus on that guy that's highlighted on the screen.
You're talking about pure speed. T.Y. Hilton can get down the middle of the field and really stretch a defense.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Back to throw. This goes to Mack on the check down. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it fourth down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3-and-out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3-and-out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Mariota now from the 50. That one complete to Elliott. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a third down. They'll throw again. Mariota. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
This is Elliott. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On now is the Titans punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And the Colts getting ready to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3-and-out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The receiving numbers for Hopkins a week ago. 10 catches, 92 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Quick throw here to Hilton. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start the drive with Elliott. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. From the 22, Mariota. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Mike, 54. Man, I got you.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down, Mariota. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Draw play, Elliott. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough.
Your trip is here.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, go into pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this. Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped. It's picked up by the Titans, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Good job, D.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Teague. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal. I'm looking down from our booths. You can tell this crowd wants him to go for it right now.
And believe me, he knows it. And he's weighing that through his head right now, actually trying to filter that out because this needs to be a cold decision by him. Not influenced by the crowd, not influenced by outside factors, Does he believe in his team enough to go for it right here? I think he's going to reward the crowd and do it.
And if he doesn't get it, they have to go the full length of the field. We'll see. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now Corey Davis and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so
it's caught inside the 25.
Holding offense.
So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
The tackle by Eric Armstead.
54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
On second down now, Teague. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
All day, baby, let's go. Let's go.
Marlon Mack now heading back out there. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's Chandler, and he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Play fake. Mariota. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Play action now. Mariota. This one caught by Davis. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The Colts on 3rd down, not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll drop to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
time to look now with our spotlight at the quarterback, Marcus Mariota. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
Yeah, protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract time.
They're going to have a lot to take to contract time if this continues. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Corbin. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The Titans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Davis now to return it. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Marlon Mack now heading back out there. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. They'll run it. It's Mack.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. They'll look to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, ready? Heavy on the edges. Mike, ready. 5-4.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Mack. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 9 now. He finds Hopkins complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 37. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he floated one out there, incomplete. T.Y. Hilton once again, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Mariota on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On third down, Mariota. And that's Elliott, complete. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's complete to Hopkins. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Here's Marlon Mack. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down. Back to throw. That is incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And now another one thrown incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Let's go!
So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 23. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd and a yard, Mariota. And this one's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason...
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It was Breeland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2nd and 3.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left sideline, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. They got Colton Miller that time, the 1st-round pick from 2018. On 2nd down, it's Evans. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they had the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved. You know, you learned how to play it the Madden way.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early, it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now, all of a sudden, the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always had the confidence. If they just get their assignments down, they would get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Single.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
I know you feel that.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The dump-off gets him only one, and now you're looking at a third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. They'll set up to throw. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Trying to power it ahead with Watt. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a carry from Mack. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. 54.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Caught left side, Hopkins. Fighting to stay up, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
So what did you say earlier, my man? You said 1 big play away from getting back in this game. And guess what? There it was.
Yeah, we talked about it. That despite the scoreline, they were that close on the road, and boom, there you go.
Well done, Nostradamus.
Now the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Squeeze, double, double. 54. Mike, 54.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mariota to throw it. Completes it to Davis. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Play fake. Mariota uncorks one for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing, Mariota. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Mariota now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check line 54. Line 54. Not today, you are. Not today.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Now Parkey for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We call that sack block.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Watch the screen.
2nd and 15. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Fielded at the 20. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. The run by Elliott, a good one on 1st down as he's able to pick up about 6 there. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They go to Elliott again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line. Mariota now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, but it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Elliott. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
After a play like that, everyone on defense has got to go to the defensive line and give them their kudos. They destroyed everything inside. No place for the runner to go with the ball.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Able to get away. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Mariota. Over the middle, it's complete. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. He's at the 40. 20. 10, touchdown Titans. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this, saying, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll drop to throw. He completes this one to Mack. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Dumps this one off to Mack. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now back to throw. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. 2nd and 10. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 36. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. But it's going to be 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He finds Hopkins complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll look to throw again to the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. On the counter, Elliott. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. That one complete to Elliott. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
The Titans go victory formation down to a knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Tennessee, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcaster.